Hello everyone, and welcome to today's deep dive into a topic that's incredibly important for so many people out there, especially our beloved seniors who are managing diabetes. Today we're going to explore the top 5 vegetables diabetic seniors should eat. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Vegetables? Really? That sounds so basic. But trust me, by the time we're done here, you're going to see just how powerful these humble, everyday foods can be when it comes to supporting health, managing blood sugar, and improving quality of life for seniors living with diabetes. Diabetes, as many of you know, is a condition where the body struggles to regulate blood sugar levels effectively. For seniors, this can get even more complicated because aging naturally changes how our bodies process food, how active we are, and even how medications work. That's why diet becomes such a cornerstone of managing diabetes, especially for older adults. And when it comes to diet, vegetables are absolute superstars. They're packed with nutrients, low in calories, and most importantly for diabetes, they can help keep blood sugar levels stable. Now, I've carefully selected these top 5 vegetables based on a few key factors. Their low glycemic index, that's a measure of how much a food raises blood sugar, their fiber content, their nutrient density, and how easy they are to incorporate into a senior's diet. We're not just going to list them and move on though. Oh no, we're going to take our time. For each vegetable, I'll explain what it is, why it's great for diabetic seniors, how it supports overall health, and even some practical tips for preparing it. My goal is to leave you with a thorough understanding of why these veggies deserve a spot on your plate, or your loved one's plate. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into this journey of health and flavor. Are you ready? Let's start with our first vegetable. Coming in at number 1 on our list is spinach. Yes, spinach, that leafy green you've probably seen in salads, smoothies, or maybe even cartoon characters like Popeye chowing down on it for strength. Spinach is an absolute powerhouse for diabetic seniors, and there are so many reasons why it earns the top spot here. First off, let's talk about blood sugar control, because that's the name of the game with diabetes. Spinach has an incredibly low glycemic index, practically negligible. What does that mean? It means that when you eat spinach, it doesn't cause those sharp spikes in blood sugar that can wreak havoc on a diabetic person's system. This is because spinach is low in carbohydrates, about 1 gram of carbs per cup of raw spinach, and it's loaded with fiber. Fiber is like a superhero for blood sugar management. It slows down digestion, which helps prevent those rapid rises in glucose after a meal. For seniors who might already be dealing with slower digestion as they age, this is a huge bonus. But spinach doesn't stop there. It's also packed with nutrients that support overall health, which is critical for seniors. Take magnesium, for example. Spinach is rich in magnesium, and studies have shown that this mineral can improve insulin sensitivity. Insulin, as you might know, is the hormone that helps your body use sugar for energy. When you're more sensitive to insulin, your body can manage blood sugar more effectively. For diabetic seniors, that's a game changer. Plus, magnesium supports heart health, and since diabetes increases the risk of heart disease, that's another big win. And let's not forget the antioxidants in spinach, like lutein and zeaxanthin. These compounds are fantastic for eye health, which is so important for seniors, especially those with diabetes who might be at risk for conditions like diabetic retinopathy. Eating spinach can help protect those precious peepers. Now, how do you get spinach into a senior's diet? It's so versatile. You can toss a handful of fresh spinach into a salad with a light vinaigrette. Keep it low sugar, of course. Or if raw greens aren't your thing, try sautéing spinach with a little garlic and olive oil. It cooks down in just a couple of minutes, and the flavor is mild but delicious. For seniors who might have trouble chewing, you can even blend spinach into a soup or a smoothie. Just pair it with something like a low-sugar fruit, like berries, to keep it diabetes-friendly. 1 cup of cooked spinach gives you about 4 grams of fiber and a ton of vitamins, all for under 50 calories. It's a no-brainer. So that's spinach, our number 1 pick. It's affordable, it's easy to find, and it's a nutritional goldmine for diabetic seniors. Let's move on to number 2. Next up, at number 2, we have broccoli. Now, broccoli might not have the same glamorous reputation as some trendy superfoods, but don't let that fool you. This veggie is a rock star for diabetic seniors. It's one of those foods that just keeps giving, and I'm excited to break down why it's so fantastic. Like spinach, broccoli is a low-glycemic food. A cup of cooked broccoli has about 5 grams of carbohydrates, but nearly half of that is fiber, around 2 to 3 grams. That fiber does wonders for slowing down sugar absorption, which keeps blood glucose levels steady. For seniors managing diabetes, that stability is key to avoiding those highs and lows that can leave you feeling tired or unwell. But broccoli brings something extra to the table, a compound called sulforaphane. I know that's a mouthful, but stick with me. This is cool stuff. Sulforaphane is a natural chemical found in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, and research suggests it might help reduce inflammation and improve blood sugar control. Inflammation is a big deal in diabetes because it can make insulin resistance worse. So by eating broccoli, seniors might be giving their bodies a little extra help in fighting that battle. Broccoli is also loaded with vitamin C and vitamin K. Vitamin C is an antioxidant that supports immune health, super important for seniors whose immune systems might not be as robust as they once were. And vitamin K, that's great for bone health. As we age, our bones can get weaker, and diabetes can sometimes complicate that further. So broccoli is pulling double duty here, helping with blood sugar and keeping those bones strong. How do you eat it? Oh, the possibilities. Steaming broccoli is a classic. Just a few minutes in a steamer basket, and it's tender but still crisp. Add a sprinkle of lemon juice for flavor without extra sugar. Roasting is another option. Toss it with a little olive oil, salt and pepper, and pop it in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. It gets this amazing nutty flavor that even picky eaters might love. For seniors with dentures or chewing issues, you can chop it finely or puree it into a soup with some low-sodium broth. 1 cup of broccoli is only about 55 calories, so it's a guilt-free addition to any meal. Broccoli's versatility and health benefits make it a must-have. Onward to number 3. At number 3, we've got zucchini. Now, zucchini might not be the first vegetable that comes to mind when you think of diabetes management, but hear me out. It's a hidden gem for seniors, and I'm going to tell you why it deserves a spot on this list. Zucchini is another low-carb, low-glycemic champion. 1 medium zucchini, about a cup when sliced, has just 4 grams of carbs, with 1 gram of fiber. That's almost nothing in terms of blood sugar impact, which makes it a fantastic choice for keeping things stable. But what really sets zucchini apart is its water content. It's over 90% water. For seniors, staying hydrated can sometimes be a challenge, especially if they're not drinking as much as they should. Zucchini sneaks in that extra hydration while delivering nutrients, which is a brilliant little bonus. It's also rich in potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure. Diabetes and high blood pressure often go hand in hand, so anything that supports heart health is a win. Plus, zucchini has antioxidants like vitamin C and beta-carotene, which fight oxidative stress, a fancy term for the damage that can build up in our cells over time, especially with chronic conditions like diabetes. And let's talk texture and flavor. Zucchini is mild, which makes it perfect for seniors who might not want bold or spicy foods. You can spiralize it into zoodles, zucchini noodles, and use them as a pasta substitute. Top it with a simple tomato sauce. Watch the sugar content in store-bought versions, and you've got a diabetes-friendly meal that feels indulgent. Or slice it thin, grill it with a touch of olive oil, and serve it as a side dish. For a softer option, try baking it into a casserole with some cheese. Low fat, of course, to keep it heart-healthy. Zucchini is also super affordable and grows like crazy if you've got a garden. 1 medium zucchini is under 35 calories, so it's light but filling. It's a fantastic pick for our number 3 spot. Let's keep going. Number 4 on our list is cauliflower. If you've been anywhere near a grocery store or a food blog in the last few years, you've probably noticed cauliflower's glow-up. It's gone from a boring side dish to a culinary superstar, and for diabetic seniors, it's a dream come true. Let's unpack why. Cauliflower is another low-glycemic veggie, about 5 grams of carbs per cup with 2 grams of fiber. That fiber keeps blood sugar in check, just like our other picks. But cauliflower's claim to fame is its versatility. It's like the chameleon of vegetables. You can turn it into almost anything. For seniors watching their carb intake, that's huge because it means you can enjoy the flavors and textures you love without the blood sugar spike. It's also got some impressive nutrients. Cauliflower is high in choline, which supports brain health. As we age, keeping our minds sharp becomes a priority, and diabetes can sometimes increase the risk of cognitive decline. Choline helps with that. Plus, it's got vitamin C and antioxidants to boost immunity and fight inflammation. Recurring themes that make these veggies so perfect for our list. How do you use it? Oh, let me count the ways. You can mash it up like mashed potatoes. Just steam it, blend it with a little butter or olive oil, and season it to taste. Or try cauliflower rice. Pulse it in a food processor until it's grain-sized, then sauté it lightly. It's a fantastic substitute for white rice, which can be a blood sugar disaster. Roasting cauliflower with some spices, like turmeric or paprika, brings out a nutty flavor that's downright delicious. For seniors who need softer foods, it blends beautifully into soups. 1 cup is about 25 calories, practically nothing. Cauliflower's adaptability and health perks make it a standout. We're almost at the end. Let's hit number 5. Finally, at number 5, we have Brussels sprouts. These little green buddies might have a bad rap from childhood memories of overcooked, mushy sprouts. But trust me, they're worth a second chance, especially for diabetic seniors. Brussels sprouts are low-glycemic, about 8 grams of carbs per cup, with 3 grams of fiber. That fiber keeps blood sugar steady, and the slightly higher carb count is still well within a safe range for diabetes management. What makes Brussels sprouts special is their glucosinolate content. Another big word, I know. These compounds have been linked to better insulin sensitivity and reduced inflammation, both of which are critical for managing diabetes. They're also packed with vitamin K for bone health, vitamin C for immunity, and even some omega-3 fatty acids, rare for a vegetable, which support heart health. For seniors, that's a triple threat of goodness. To prepare them, roasting is the way to go. Toss them with olive oil, salt and pepper, and bake at 400 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. They get crispy and caramelized, nothing like the soggy sprouts of yesteryear. You can also steam them or shred them raw into a slaw. 1 cup is about 55 calories, and they're filling enough to keep you satisfied. Brussels sprouts round out our list beautifully. And there you have it, our top 5 vegetables for diabetic seniors: spinach, broccoli, zucchini, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. Each one brings something unique to the table, whether it's fiber for blood sugar control, antioxidants for overall health, or versatility for easy meals. For seniors living with diabetes, these veggies aren't just food. They're tools for feeling better, staying active, and enjoying life. If you're a caregiver or a senior yourself, I encourage